Hey, what's up, everybody? Submitting your 2021 Morgan and Peace Silver Dollars for grading. Are you going to be submitting any of your coins, the Morgan, the Peace Silver Dollars, to NGC or to PCGS? Is your mind already made up? Are you still thinking about it? Let us know in the comment section below. But if you are interested in doing so and getting the first strike or early release from PCGS or NGC, we're going to take a look at a couple of things. We're going to take a look at the cutoff dates for the first strike and early release, and we're also going to take a look at population reports for both PCGS and NGC to see how many have been submitted so far, how many are coming back perfect grades, how many are coming back less than perfect. Let's get at it. First, we're going to take a look at NGC. So it says NGC special labels and designations for the 2021 Morgan and Peace Dollar anniversary coins. So if you want, you can pause the video, read all this verbiage, but here are the labels, and I believe this one here is the default label. This is what will be put on the coin, I believe, if you do not specify a different label. But as we scroll down, we're going to be able to see, so you can also request this label. There are a lot of label collectors. There are a lot of people who like to have certain labels on all their coins from either NGC or PCGS. For me, I am not a label collector. It doesn't matter. However, I do want to get these special coins graded, and to be honest, I just like this label here. Now I'm assuming that most of the coins is going to have this label because this is what a lot of people probably want to have, but there are certain people who do just like to have the basic label with the early release. Now I do believe you can get the early release on this label, and then here it shows all these special labels. This label's free. This is the Morgan dollar, this is the Peace dollar, and then it says 100th anniversary, 1921 Morgan dollar centennial. And then you can also opt for, like I said, here's the blue label, and then they have the brown label, but these here are all different special request labels. One of the important parts is the cutoff dates. For those people who want to get the early or first release, it's a plus $12, plus $12. Is it worth it? A personal decision for everybody to make. And then here are the cutoff dates. The cutoff dates for both the Morgan and the Peace Silver Dollars, all variations, the S, the O, the D, the CC, all the cutoff dates is November the 18th. It says to qualify for first release and early release, all coins must generally be received by NGC or an NGC approved depository on or before the cutoff dates listed to be eligible for first release or early release designations. The early release label will be the default for submissions, so be sure to request the first release label if that is something that you want. Coins held by NGC approved depositories must be submitted for certification no later than 6 months after the coin's release date. So then it gives you the dates. So there we have that. Now we're going to go over to PCGS, and here is the first strikes. PCGS does the first strikes, and it says submit 2 ways to get the first strike. The package mailed to PCGS must be postmarked before or on PCGS cutoff date for the particular coin issue. Only the coins need to be mailed to PCGS within the first 30 days of issue. 2, the second option, submit the coins in the original unopened shipping box from the United States Mint with a postmark date prior to specified PCGS cutoff date. So you can keep your package. If you don't want to send them out right away, say you don't have them, you can keep them sealed in the Mint shipping box, which is a bit risky because of the fact been a lot of unboxings where the coins have been loose in the box, capsules been popped off, some of the coins been scratched, I did not have that problem. However, I did have the problem where one capsule was loose and there was lint from the cheap United States Mint packaging. The black interior of the cheap packaging was inside the capsule. So if you choose to do this, I believe it's a little risky. If you don't believe they're going to get there by cutoff date, then this might have to be the option you go with, unless you don't care about the first strike designation. And also keep in mind that if you do want the first strike through PCGS, there is an additional $18 fee per coin for the first strike designation. Now, here are the cutoff dates, which looks like it's the same as NGC. It looks like they are all due by November the 18th. Now, I believe these just have to be postmarked. NGC says they have to be received by the 18th. I believe PCGS says it just has to be postmarked. The package mailed to PCGS must be postmarked before or on the PCGS cutoff date, where NGC doesn't really use that verbiage, so I'm not sure if this would be good for NGC or not, or if it actually has to be received by the 18th. Now, let's talk about population reports. Now, we are looking at NGC. And this is a bit amazing so far. So here is the Morgan Silver Dollar Census Report from NGC. Now this one here just says 2021 Morgan. So I'm assuming, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming this is just the P from the Philadelphia, no mint mark. And it says here total submissions 3,704, with 290 of them coming back 69s, MS69s, and then here's the Denver with 3,071, with only 59 of those coming back as 69s. Here is the Carson City, the CC Privy Mark, total submissions 4,036, and 327 of those so far have come back as 69s. And then we have the O Privy Mark for New Orleans. Total submissions 3,196, and 315 out of that have come back as MS69s. And then here is the S Mint Mark, 3,773 total submissions so far. Now, when I say submissions, I mean what NGC is actually put on their census report. Now, as far as how many people, how many they have received and have not already graded and have not put on their census report, that's not what I'm saying. And someone commented in the comment section of one of my videos said, you don't know how many submissions there were. That's right. I don't know how many total submissions so far people have sent out that NGC has not put onto their census report, but total submissions that NGC has put onto their census report so far for the San Francisco 3,773, and out of that 292 have come back 69. So we have San Francisco, New Orleans, Denver, CC, that's 4, and then this one here would make 5, so I'm assuming that this one here is the Philadelphia no mint mark Morgan, so that would make all 5. And then for NGC, here we have the 2021 Peace High Relief. It's interesting that they're actually putting high relief on these labels. To me, it doesn't look that high relief, but that's what they're putting on there, high relief. And it says total 3,780 so far total submissions, with 315 of those being MS69s. It is interesting how they are putting high relief on here, even though the United States Mint is not specifying on their website that these coins are high relief. Very interesting. But there we have it. 3,465 total 70s out of the 3,780, and 315 of those are MS69s. Now, let's go over to PCGS. All right, so here is PCGS's population report. And this one here is a bit amazing because with the reverse proof American Silver Eagles for 2021, so far, at least the last time I looked, there was way more 70s through NGC and way less 70s through PCGS. But looking at this here, at least as of today, which is November the 3rd, out of everything so far that's been submitted to PCGS, very few graded less than a 70. Very few at all. I mean, you have 5 total out of all Morgan and P silver dollars. 5 total have been graded 69s, and you have 168 out of everything. So for the CC, total submissions 1,598. Every one of them a perfect 70. Weird. And then for the O privy mark, 1,398. 2 of them out of that a 69. For the D mint mark, 1,491. And then 3 of those was graded MS 69 and 1 a 68. And then for the San Francisco S mint mark, 1,532. All of them a perfect 70. And then this one here must be the Philadelphia, no mint mark, 1,511. All of them a perfect 70. And then for the Peace Dollar, 1,521. All of those a perfect 70. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. What do you think about that? Is that the general public? I don't know. And some of us are just now receiving our coins. Some of us received them earlier than others based on when we ordered, based on if you requested faster shipping or not. But I'm assuming that most of these grades so far are not from the general public, but I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Are you sending yours to PCGS? Are you sending yours to NGC? Are you not sending yours off for grading at all? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely give your thoughts and your opinions. And I will talk to everybody on my next video. Thanks a lot, everyone.